another. Hello, YouTubers, and welcome back to another episode of Cooking with the Network here on the Ohio Patriot Education Network YouTube channel. I am, as always, your host, Eric the Ohio Patriot. For today's episode, we are going to talk about my first attempt at cooking a New York strip, which I picked up yesterday at a local butcher shop. Got it resting right now. I just realized I gotta put my timer on here. Let it sit for a handful of minutes to rest and make sure it's good to go with what it is then. So we'll do that here. Kind of burned my thumb on a cup of juice I had made out of the stuff because to do this, I basically I didn't do it traditionally like some of the things said. I basically did my own thing on it, which was basically seared it up initially, and then basically from there I put a cup of hot water in with it to kind of let it boil itself for the last roughly about 6 minutes of cooking, give or take. So it's about, this should hopefully be somewhere between like well and well done, honestly, because it was in there for about 15 minutes, give or take, off and on. I know people have said medium well is usually about 14 minutes or so. I can see a lot of juice actually on this thing right now, kind of dripping off is what it is right now from just resting. So hopefully that's a good. That might just be some of the water juice actually, for that matter. But yeah, basically this is what it looks like right now. If I can get it up here in the thing, that's what the good seared side looks like. And then we have the let me grab my fork here and I will show you guys the other side. So yeah, this is the, yeah, it's just a little tough, so it might be more well done, honestly. So that's the seared side right there. And then the other side that didn't get quite as good of a sear on it there. So yeah, well, for this particular kind of meat anyway, this is my first attempt. Here's what it is. So every other time it's always been I've done a few other steaks in my life, but this is the first time I've ever done a New York strip because, you know, just cost benefit analysis wise, like it was quite literally the family and I just couldn't afford that shit. Is what it is growing up. So but now that I'm on my own, and of course this is the cup of juice / water that I put in with there. So I might use that for a little bit of dipping too as well. That'd be the case as it wasn't its own juices. But yeah, we've got about 1 minute right now for this to rest before I can slice it open. So I'll go ahead and do that as soon as that timer ticks off. So anyway, because usually if I was going to get a good steak, I'd just go to a steakhouse, honestly, most of the time. But, because there has been a couple times I've had it like that, but yeah, hopefully it's pretty good. It looks pretty good from the outside right now. When I stuck the fork in it seemed like it was coming down. It seems like it's a little tough on the outside, actually, but I don't know. It might be a little bit under, might be a little bit over even for that matter. So soon find out. We got 20 seconds for it to rest right now. So I've got my good steak knife to cut this open too. So fingers crossed this worked out well. So if it didn't, I'm still going to obviously eat it. It might be a little bit underdone is what it is, though, for my liking. So, okay. So that was roughly about a 5-minute rest. Let me go ahead and just cut this bad boy open right now, right on the sear. Okay. Let's cut this entire piece off right here. Yeah, looks like it's probably pretty close between well and well done. There's still a little bit of pink in there. Grab this chunk up here. So a little bit of pink in there, but it seems mostly done. So let me go ahead and take a little cut off of this right now. And I did do this with a little bit of salt on each side while I was cooking it, so shouldn't need any extra salt or anything. So yeah, this is about what I like mine done. Like a little bit of pink there left still. Very juicy for sure. Yep. Definitely done. Probably could have gone a minute less, give or take, because it is a little bit chewy. But overall, very, very good. Probably could have put a little bit more salt on it too while I was cooking it. But a little Sweet Baby Ray's with this on the side, because I do like me some sauce to dip in. So go ahead and try this little outside cap right here is what it is. Yeah, it looks pretty done. That steak sauce just adds a little bit more to it. At least in my opinion, anyway. Let's get a little piece of this fat sear right here. Yeah, see, that's how I like my steaks done right there, is that nice little sear. Daniel. Election prediction. Trump will win, Democrats will steal. I think that's going to happen. If we had a fair election, Trump would win it hands down. He might even take, like, we all remember the Reagan map of what it was, 84, 88, something like that is what it was, where he basically was the second term there. And he swept almost the entire country except for, I think it was Mondale's home state is what it was there. That went to Mondale, obviously. I think that's exactly what happened here. For the most part, you might have like one state go to Kamala, if anything at all, or it might be just like what it probably would be actually is it would be when you look at the map, it'd be like hard red, but then when you go like further down into every state, it would be like these little pockets of blue for like the major cities and stuff like that would go to Kamala, probably, I guess. But knowing Democrats, they'll just simply do multiple hockey sticks in every single state they can right now is what it is. I know that there's as far as I'm aware, at least most leftist states right now that are run by Democrat governors, and that includes anywhere from Wisconsin to Washington State to Oregon, etc. Every single one of those places is currently boarding up their shops, is currently boarding up their major cities, and basically declaring a National Guard to come in and be on preparation for election shit. There's what it is. So this was the other side of it right here that didn't quite get as done as it should have been because it was, I think the problem was the pan I was using was a little bit too small. I needed like one size bigger because when I put this thing in there, it kind of went, like the middle of it went in and then the outsides were kind of just like hanging off almost the side of the pan is what it was there. So I had to like reposition it and like sort of like stick it in the pan again is what it was. So, but yeah, this is slightly under what I would like to be, but I think this is more medium on this side, honestly, or maybe medium well. But it should still taste pretty good though. So let me go ahead and take a bite of this one. Oh, actually, that's better. To be honest with you, it's a lot more. I should have put some butter on this if I thought better of it. Ooh, nice little what you call it, but yeah, that side. So it seems like the one side got almost well done, or like the top end of well, basically, and the other side got more like medium well done. But yeah, this side tastes really good actually. I'm gonna go ahead and cut this little piece of fat off the side of it though, because I'm not gonna eat that fat. I get it quite seared the way it needed to be seared. It's just a big piece of fat, basically. So. Mm. That's definitely good, man. Very, very good for sure. So, yeah. Mm. This is mostly just a fat piece of chunk right here. What's inside of it? Get rid of that. Yeah, it seems like some of this actually came out more medium to medium well, like around the fat cap area. Actually looks pretty good right there. That nice pink. Yeah, I'm more of a medium well to well done guy myself because again it goes back to the autistic issues and stuff. And I've had food poisoning before with like different kinds of meat and stuff, and I'm like, no, just cook it until it's basically burned. Basically, is what it is, or as much as you think it needs to be cooked, essentially. Mm. I'm gonna take this piece right here. Take a little cup of juice right there. Dip it in some juice. See if that tastes better. Mm. That actually did make it taste a little better. I think it's because it was basically cooked in its own juices what it was there. So let me just take like a little teeny bit of this and just dump it on the rest of the steak then. It's like a little juicy like bit or whatever. See if that doesn't make it a little more juicy then. Hopefully it will, but we shall see. I was watching this new Netflix show the other day called Territory. It's basically Australian Yellowstone. It's got Anna Trove in it as the stepmother of this kid. Also has the guy that played Gordo in For All Mankind as the dude's father. And I think it's like 6 episodes. I got through about 4 of them before I fell asleep the other day. Fortunately, the rest of this chunk on this side was all seems like mostly just fat. I mean, there's a little bit of meat in there. I'm trying to cut off, but it's mostly just a fat chunk. So it might not be worth it to even try to get that little bit of meat out of there. Okay. Yeah, I think I got this almost perfect actually for my first attempt. So that's good. Yeah, it looks like most of it got kind of more. I don't know. I'd say that pink on that was more of like a medium to medium well texture. So, and that would have been the side that was more not quite on direct heat. I think is what it was when it was in that pan. So, but anyway. Very good for sure, though. I wonder if I took the rest of the juice that I have here in this cup, took the other steak, put it in like a pan thing, and then like marinated it in that juice overnight. If that would make that even more tender and stuff when I do cook that one, then if that be the case. That might be something to think about. Might be something to think about. But yeah, this is pretty good. This is definitely enjoyable. I wish I kind of had a baked potato with this though. Honestly, I didn't get a chance to do that yet. Might be tomorrow I have to do it though, because I kind of fell asleep today, and my cousin and the guy who's buying the place Came back over. Finished about 90% of the garage today. He still has to go get I guess a few more boards now for the outside, like trim area and stuff like that. And then my understanding is I don't know if both of them are coming back tomorrow. If it's just my cousin coming back tomorrow to finish it up, but it'll be it should be done in the next day or so though. And it'll be either election day night, which hopefully not, or it'll be sometime this coming week. Is not going to come back in the house then and do the carpet laying. We'll move around a bunch of shit. That's what it is. So that's going to be a fucking pain in the ass because most likely they're going to have to yank the Wi-Fi for a while, which is not going to be good because I kind of need that active every minute here in this house just because. But one thing I do know is that apparently AI can use Wi-Fi to detect you in the house. So if I ever have something happen, like first thing I'll be doing is yanking the fucking Wi-Fi connection is what it is. So they can't find me in the fucking house. But anyway, this piece I'm cutting through right now is mostly a fat chunk, it looks like. There's a little teeny bit of steak left on the side of it, though. That's all just a chunk of fat, though. There's a little teeny piece of steak right there. Let's see if I can get that cut away. That's good stuff. I'm going to put a dash more salt on this because I don't think I salted it quite enough in the actual cook. Like, it's pretty good, but it needed just a little. I think it needs just a little more dash with salt. That was what it is there to make it like next level, basically. But anyway, but yeah, I don't know. I'm planning on getting at least a 6-pack tomorrow though for election night stream. That piece was super juicy. I think Mom would enjoy this right now. But unfortunately, she's not here to enjoy this with me. So that's life for you. What was interesting though about that butcher shop is both these New York strips and their porterhouses were each $16 a pound. And then they had filet mignon. And you could tell how small those little fuckers were. Like, the ones I saw displayed were like that big, basically. Like, it was essentially like putting 2 50-cent pieces next to each other, and that's how big the thing was. Or it might be actually a 50-cent piece and a quarter next to each other. Now I'm thinking about it. Like, that's how big it was. Like, it was not too big at all, but it was like a nice thick cut. Like, basically the thickness of this, but it was just like that little, like, coin, essentially. So, I think that was about 24 or 25 a pound. So, but yeah, there was no way I was buying that, though. So, we'll be trying goat, though, at some point in the future, because I got a ground goat yesterday, which I'm most likely going to do it in a couple weeks, and I'll do that as a, what am I thinking now? I'll probably just make that as some kind of like a burger almost. Maybe I'll do some spaghetti and like goat balls or something if that's the case. So let's see what here. As far as I'm aware, Matt is, and I think Honda's going to dual cast with him, which I think is a mistake. I think they both need to do their own stream, so that way they can have extra people on it, then not just have a 10-pack of people. Have like, potentially 9 of us on Hondas and have another different 9 people on Matt's is what it is then. Or even just have Honda and Matt do one together, then just have Honda do a secondary one with like the rest of us on there as like a B team kind of stream or something like that, to where nothing else, he's just there, but he's technically on Matt's would be then. And then we can, and nothing else, he just brings his predictions over here when Matt's talking or something on his side. And the rest of us can have our chance to like speak then, is what it is. Because I know Matt loves, I get Matt's doing the stream and stuff like that, but at the same time, like, he just loves to take over everybody else, dude. What it is. And it's like, and that's the problem when you have like this big packs of people, though. It's usually like 3, maybe 4 of us get a chance to talk at all, and then the other 5 or 6 are just kind of sitting there doing nothing. So, but that's why it almost be better if we just did like, if we did have a compound of some kind, it would be kind of cool because we could have like a 10 pool kind of stream is what it is then. And just have like 20 guys sitting around a table or something like that is what it is then. The steak was definitely worth the wait. Which it took me about, like I said, the last good steak I had was that one from Texas Roadhouse. Last steak Mom ever made me would have been probably 2021, I'm thinking, honestly. Maybe the very early part of 2022. But yeah, for sure it was a while ago though. So, but yeah, we're coming up on her first anniversary of her death right now is what it is, in a couple of months. It'll be January 18th of next year. So, and my 40th birthday this coming year on the 10th. It'll be 1 year to the day was the last time I saw her alive. So, it's going to be a hard day on that one, dude, for sure. She was a light that should still be around, is what it is, for sure. But, anyway. That was the shittiest cut of steak. That's why they have to wrap it. Bacon. Yeah, see, I can't really deal with rare steak, is what it is. Like, to me, it has to be at least like on the medium side anyway. Because that was my uncle's thing. He was always like, "Oh yeah, just like basically stick it in there and like just essentially sear it and then throw it on my plate." That's what it was. He said some other stuff about it too. He's like, it wasn't quite like to slap the horns off it and then like chuck it on the plate kind of thing. But it was like something similar to that though. Like he was definitely like one of those guys that like almost ate like a fucking raw steak every single time, and I'm just like, dude, how can you eat that? And he's like, yeah, it's good. And I'm like, okay, I guess. I really think it's because he grew up in a time period in the 1930s, and they really didn't have power as it was there. So it was, they were lucky if they had like enough wood to basically cook the steak at all, is what it was. So, but yeah, he grew up in. He was a silent generation, I believe is what they call them. Era kid when he was born there, and he He actually was talking to me years back, many years ago, and it's probably like a good 15 years ago now, about all the Archie comics he had, and he had like basically let, you know, get sold off and stuff like that over the years. And he was like, "Yeah, I wish I had those now because yeah, I probably would." I'm sure he probably would have made like at least a couple $100,000 honestly out of those things because they were the original ones. And it would have been, if they were still in decent condition, obviously, like could have got those shits graded and stuff like that and made like a killing on those. He had other stuff from that era too as well. I don't think it wasn't like Action Comics #1 kind of stuff, but it was like some of the really old DC shit is what it was there from like the Golden Age and Silver Age and stuff like that. That's what it was there. So, but yeah, unfortunately they got I think his mom or somebody sold him out from under him is what it was there over the years. So kind of sucks, man. But that's one thing I was talking with Corey about recently was all the comics I still have sitting around, which I'm gonna sell some of them obviously when I can get through them here and when I move to a new place, and then start, you know, making a list of stuff that's actually worth money is what it is then, and just sell those off for a good chunk of change. What it'd be then, and then it would be the rest of them I will just sort of keep as like a barter thing is what it is probably most likely, because I was thinking about grid down and whatnot. If we do go into a grid down situation, I am able to get, you know, through that and still have my things as what it is then. It would be kind of like that Commonwealth place or whatever, where it would be, you know, you got the person that sells the old records and shit like that for a couple dollars a piece, whatever it is there. And it'd be something like that, like, you know, that was somebody's collection, obviously. So it's like, yeah, you know, when shit does go south or whatever the case being, but then you know, fighting is done or whatever, you're gonna need something to have as entertainment. So might as well have some comics or something if that's the case. And if worst comes to worst, they always can make fire material too, for that matter. So. But anyway. Got one big piece left on this steak right now to finish up. Actually, going back to the filet mignons, I saw it at the butcher shop. They were maybe twice the size of that piece. So they weren't that big at all. So if I take this piece right here, and it's like, it'd be about that big. That was the size of fillets they had there. At $23 a piece is what it was there for, or $23 a pound, I believe is what it was. So yeah, definitely overpriced in my opinion. Then they also had like various roasts there that I possibly could have gotten a roast and just cut into some kind of steak myself. But then it's like, then it would also be helping me cut fucking shit. I might do that when I go to the new place though. I might buy like a roaster or something like that and just do my steaks that way. So there's something, because I think the roasts are only like $10.50 or something like that a pound or something. So that wouldn't be too bad. Because I think you can get about 3 or 4 steaks out of that then. That's what Mom used to do all the time. She would get that and then usually just cut us like some flank steaks is what it was or something, or like a real low cut is what it was. It tasted okay, but it wasn't as good as like an actual, like I'm eating right now, like a New York strip or something like that then, because you can tell this is like actually meant to be a steak, whereas some of those roasts are meant to be roast is what it is there. So should go see if Honda's not the links or not then. Not yet. Did he even set anything up for tonight is the question. Yeah, let me check real quick. Check YouTube here real fast, see if Honda has a chat set for tonight or not. He might have fallen asleep again. Let's see here. No, he hasn't set anything up yet, so hopefully he has a chat tonight. I'm not seeing anything right now. But yeah, that place has some interesting stuff. They definitely have some. I'm gonna have to go back there again. I think with my cousin tomorrow or something, maybe, or maybe Tuesday morning or something. After I get my voting in, because I want to check something with their exotic meats and stuff like that. Since I know they had goat, and that's not really considered like a main like meat for a lot of people. That would be sort of more exotic size. And of course, they also have like venison and shit there too as well. I'm kind of wondering if they have like gator or something in there as well. Because if they have gator in there, if they have like frozen gator, I'm definitely getting some fucking frozen gator and making some gator burgers or something like that in the future. That piece was mostly fat. Two more good bites here. Trying to get all that extra barbecue up right now. Might be like one little chunk left on this one piece here. Yeah, a little piece of fat cap has like a teeny little bit of steak left on it. I don't want to toss this because you know how much it's cost, obviously, and there's still steak there to be, cut off of it. Like I'm definitely gonna grab that off and munch it down if that be the case. So. Yeah, there's still a little piece of fat right there on that, but everything else is a little chunky just steak there. So. This piece is mostly just fat, it seems like. Yeah, there might be like a teeny strip of steak on this, but I'm not sure. No, it's just fat. Okay. Yeah, it's all just fat. Okay. Check this piece right here. Yeah, it's mostly just a fat chunk. Okay. Yeah, looks like I must just have a bunch of fat on this plate right now, is what it is. Yeah, maybe like one little less, a little bit there. I think that was more bristle than anything else I've made. So. Yep. Pretty good, man. Yeah, a little bit of fat left there on the side, but not too much. That was a pretty big size steak too, for that matter. So it was definitely good for sure. And like I said, I don't know if I will use what's left of this juice cup right here to marinate the other one or not. I might just toss this honestly at this point. Just dump it out someplace or whatever. Maybe toss it down the drain or something. So. Yeah, that was a good steak, man, for sure. I think I may go grab an apple and cleanse my palate then, if that be the case. I still got a little bit of barbecue sauce taste in my mouth. That's what it is. Yeah, that was good. That was a good deal for my first try on the New York strip. That's what it is, dude. So, although thing was, I actually was smart about it and looked into the shit and made sure I wasn't gonna fuck myself at the end of the day because I didn't want to, like I said, ruin a perfectly good piece of meat is what it is. Then, I'm not one of these dumbass kids coming up nowadays that doesn't bother looking into stuff like that. It's like, no, if I don't know how to cook something, I'm just gonna look it up and be like, okay, how's the best way to prepare this? Is what it is, but. Yeah, I'm sure I probably could have got a better sear on it, honestly, if I had used like a different kind of pan, maybe. But the problem was even finding the one pan that I was looking for, which I couldn't find, obviously. So maybe when I move and have all the shit boxed up, I can unbox it properly and then have like the actual cast iron I want to use in the future. And that way, then I'll start making bacon and shit in that, and just do, actually that would be really good next time around. Maybe do some bacon in the oven before I do the steak, and then do the other New York strip, and like have a side of bacon with it or something. That would be really fucking good. Actually, that honestly, now that I think about that, that would be the way to cook the next New York strip, motherfuckers. Do some bacon in the fucking frying pan, right? And then just simply cook the steak in the fucking bacon juice, like all the bacon grease and stuff. Oh, that would be like super fat man shit right there, is what that is. But yeah, I don't know. The other one's definitely significantly smaller than this one was. This one was definitely more like, because that it was definitely like that thick, like at least inch size anyway. Whereas I think the other one's maybe like a half inch to like 3/4 of an inch or something like that's what it is then. So, which makes sense why it was only 1 1/4 pounds and not like 2 pounds basically. So, because I'm assuming this steak I just have right now is probably closer to a pound itself, then if that be the case, or maybe like 10 ounces or something. The other one's maybe like 6 to 8, something like that would be my guess. So, but actually, this might have been 12 ounces now that I think about it. And the other one's probably more like, yeah, that was probably more like about 8, I'm guessing, honestly, give or take. So, but yeah, this one seemed like it was the better of the two. So I figured I'd eat this one first, honestly, and then, like I said, maybe tomorrow or Tuesday. Maybe that's what I'll do on Tuesday instead of, because I was thinking about doing I think maybe, well, no, I think maybe I still will get the Domino's on Tuesday is what it is then. So it'll be either tomorrow or like Wednesday then. I'll probably eat the others, probably eat this other strip steaks what it is then. So, and then nothing else like Tuesday night or Tuesday morning after I go vote, then go back over to the place after they open up and then get like another pound of hamburger, fresh stuff that I had like the other day that was good. Make that a Wednesday afternoon or like a Thursday night meal maybe. And then, like I said, check and see if they have any exotic meats like gator or something like that in one of their things. And if they do, I will for sure pick that up. If they don't, maybe I'll pick up something else if that be the case. But nothing else, maybe pick up some jerky or something like that. Because I know they had packs of jerky there, but I don't think they had what I wanted the other day. So I'll see if they have what I actually want this time around then. Because the only thing I could tell they had over there was like the 7 pepper kind that my brother got by accident the one time, and I can tell you right now, that shit is way too hot for my fucking taste buds, dude. Like, I'm sure people that like the spice would like that shit, but like for me, it's like, nah, bro. Like, it's like, whew, that is hot. Like, it's not bad the initial bite you take, but like once you start chewing, and then you get that aftertaste out after about a minute or two. It's just like, holy shit! Like, it just kicks you in the face, is what it is. At least in my opinion, anyway. But yeah, I'm not really a huge fan of pepper in general. But especially when it's like multiple like spicier peppers is what it is there, or any like like hot pepper shit is what it is or something. Like, yeah, I'm not a fan of it, dude. So it's like the one time many years ago, my brother made jalapeno poppers, and I thought that they were chicken nuggets, and he had some sitting on the plate out here when he like fell asleep or whatever. And I said to my mom, like, those are chicken nuggets, right? And she's like, yeah, they're chicken nuggets, because she was like half asleep. And so I picked one up and took a bite of it, and I'm just like, oh my god, what the fuck? Because I realized it was jalapeno poppers after the fact. So, yeah, my mouth was burning. I had to run out to the fucking kitchen and grab what was left of our milk at that time, which was basically like half a cup or something like that, and just, you know, yeah, my mouth was burning for the next couple hours after that. Then, so again, this is why it's hard to trust people because when they're not telling you the truth, unfortunately. Then again, both of them were kind of asleep at the time, so it is what it is. So whatever. But yeah, that's my life, honestly, in a nutshell. Right there is people not being awake enough to tell you what the hell the real deal is. So, but anywho, but yeah, on that note, I'm going to go ahead and take this plate out to go give it a nice little wash through and make sure to get all the shit off it. What's left of the room is that barbecue sauce right now. Then I'm going to go grab an apple while I'm out there. And like I said, I don't know if I'll toss the juice here. I'll just maybe put it in some kind of container and put it in the fridge maybe for later. It all depends. I'm debating because it's like, is it worth it to keep for marinating purposes, or would it just be worth it to more like, I think I'll probably throw it away honestly at this point because it's not like it was good. It was good to use that for that reasoning because it was like I had the extra juice and I could put over the steak itself as what it is there. But next time, if I think better of it, I'll probably just take some pads of butter is what it is then and just like let that fucking, get nice and sizzly over the fucking steak is what it'll be then or something. And then that way it'll be, maybe better sear even for that matter. The other one then. So then it won't really need its own juices to be in or whatever then. So it's whatever. But anyways, yeah, I'm going to go check to see if Honda's actually doing a chat or not. Okay, I'm not seeing anything set right now. A couple people have said something about if he's going to go live or not. Oh, if you guys haven't seen it, so there was that video that came out the other day. It was people were talking about that squirrel that was killed in New York and it being revenge for the acorn shit, the acorn cop. So, but yeah, they what was I saying? Yeah, I guess they that same ad company that made that stupid ass ad of Kamala, the women lying to their husbands about voting for Kamala and stuff like that, that kind of looked like it was going to be a softcore porn star or whatever the case be to the whole thing. They did a different one with guys now is what it is, and it's like it looks like the exact same thing, honestly. Like it looks like some softcore porn shit or whatever the case be. So. I'm pretty sure he does stuff on YouTube too. I think he dual streams to multiple platforms. I believe if I'm not mistaken, with his platform streaming, it's usually YouTube, Rumble, and I want to say X, and maybe Locals, but I'm not sure about that last one. But I know it's at least those first three anyway, if I'm not mistaken. So. I definitely should have had like a salad or something with that steak because now my stomach is just feeling like all like because I think it's too much meat just being packed on each other is what it is there. But again, this is why I'm gonna apple cleanse right now is what it is. Go grab an apple and use that shit as a palate cleanser is what it will be. So hopefully the enzymes from that and stuff like that'll break up some of the meat mountain in my stomach right now. So, but yeah, that New York strip was good though. I'm pretty satisfied with how it came out. Like I said, I think I probably could have gone like a minute or so less on the one side for sure. Because the other side definitely came out more like a medium to like almost medium well. And that seemed like it was a lot more tender than the side that was more like almost like medium well to well done. So, but overall, it was pretty good for a first attempt, I think. And hopefully the second attempt will be better now. And now that I know how to cook properly is what it is there. And like I said, nothing else, maybe put some butter in there next time and see if I can get some like a better sear and like maybe let the butter do its job and give it a little bit more tenderness to it if that's the case than the next time around. So you might see another episode of Cooking with a Network where it's a second attempt at New York strip, and it would be like Wednesday or Thursday, maybe this week. So, But anyway. But yeah, it depends. I don't want to have that in there for multiple days right now because it's already been in there for the week, but that Saturdays. So it would have been a day ago when we got that. So it would be trying to think how many more days I want to keep that in for. Yeah, I might just do that again tomorrow, honestly, if that be the case. Like, it might just be steak 2 days in a row, if that be the case. Like, eat that in preparation of the election or something like that, then if that be the case, because, you know. And then that way it wouldn't be more than a couple of days in the fridge. So, because I think if I waited till Wednesday to cook that, then it would be might not be good at that point. So, yeah, not a fan of eating like close to rotten meat or rotting meat at that point. So, much rather it was still fresh, basically. And as far as I'm aware, that was only in their case that day. So, because it was slaughtered that morning potentially. So yeah, it would only be maybe a 3-day thing at that point. Then turn around. So yeah, maybe I'll do that tomorrow afternoon and then just let it sit and rest for a couple hours in the fridge, and then just maybe do like a re-sear on it or something. Then if that be the case, like heat up just a little bit or something for tomorrow night. Then so. Or maybe I'll do it a different way entirely and just have it just take it and put it on like a thing and maybe do like an oven braise on it or something if that be the case tomorrow. That would be interesting. But yeah, either way. Only time will tell. It all depends. I'll probably do it similar to how I did it today, except like I said, instead of doing it with basically boil it, it's like water juices. I would let it more or less just have like a little bit of butter on there is what it is then, and just let the butter kind of melt into it and get into all those nooks and crannies and stuff like that and make it a little bit more tasty then. So next time around, I think I will season it more properly too, because I didn't think about it until after the fact, and I just kind of, did a couple of dashes of salt on it, what it was, before I ended up really cooking it, and I probably should have done both sides before that, so that way it could have gotten like a crust into it, is what it is there. So actually, the ironic part is the side that I ended up salting while the other side was cooking. That first side was the one that got the better part of the sear on it, and it was the one that had the salt on it. Then didn't get as much of a sear on it, so it might be worth it just not salted at all for that matter, and then just let it sear on both sides the next time around, hopefully. And then, like I said, just season to taste buds or whatever then after the fact or whatever then. So, but who knows? Either way, what is this link here? Make America Great Unity Ed. Mama put her, what is that? Mama put her head down and went to work. And Unity Ed. Oh, Sharon. I gotta jump over to YouTube for that one real quick so I can grab that, because unfortunately with the way that this side of the streaming works, it doesn't allow you to do that shit for some retarded reason, which is really irritating. Yeah, I know that what's his face did a bunch of stuff there, is what it is. Apparently, I guess that Nala Ray chick went back to what you call it there. So her dumbass is gonna be on that whatever podcast tonight, or is already on there right now, is what it is. And yeah, she's a fucking dumb cunt for sure, dude. So yeah, let's see if I can grab this right now. Okay, what is this ad? I'll check that one out later. Did that seriously have JD Vance as one of the fucking one of the Duke boys trying to jump over the car? That shit is funny, dude. Although, ironically enough, I don't know about the other guy that was part of that the original series, but I know that John Schneider, who was one of the brothers, actually is backing Trump in this election cycle. So, as he should be. Then, of course, you got Trash performing at a Kamala rally. Yeah, a bunch of fucking ghetto hood rats claiming that they're singing, but in reality, they're just fucking spewing a bunch of nonsense. I'll tell you what, dude. Like, rap is one of the worst fucking genres of music in our entire country right now, is what it is. There's actually a. I remember years ago hearing about some stuff where they actually said, I guess, there was a study done. I think it was, I forget if it was Germany or what nation it was in, where they actually had banned rap in their country, and you had, it was both white and minority kids being raised in a two-parent household then, without any kind of that influence in their lives as what it is there, and you actually had them better off because of that. And it makes sense when you think about it, because what is most rap music in our nation right now? It's basically telling kids how to essentially be gangbanging drug dealers and shit like that to get ahead in life. And that's the only way they're gonna get some hot bitches, what it is, then or whatever. So yeah, it's just absolute garbage, what it is, dude. That's what kind of bothers me when you got people like that idiot, sexy red, etc. that are, basically admitted backing Trump right now is what it is. And it's like, yeah, do we really want that fucking ghetto trash who talks about her fucking pussy and asshole being on the team at that point? Because I sure as shit don't. So it's like, make ghetto trash non-existent again. Seriously. But yeah, I really don't like that woman at all, dude. She is just absolute garbage entirely. But it is what it is, man. I guess if it gets more people fucking to get to the voting machines to get Trump in there, it is what it is, man. Like, you got to basically put up with it, is what it is, unfortunately. But yeah, that being said, I think Honda did drop me a link right now, so I don't know. I guess not. Thought he was dropping links, but apparently not. No, that was something else on Discord there. That was for one of my other Discords that was doing giveaway stuff right now. So, but yeah, I want to make sure I get a couple more hits in on some stuff before the current season region on the game I play goes away, and then I'll drop over to the other stuff so it goes then. So yeah, I don't know if Honda's doing something or not. So I thought he said he was going to, but can't remember if he fell asleep. Maybe daylight savings time fuck with him or something like that. Who knows? So let me check to see if there is anything on his YouTube channel right now. Nope, there's no stream. What you call it right now? So I don't know. But I don't know, man. It shows his icon is green, so he should be on. So maybe just being a dick, or maybe sitting up right now is what it is. So I don't know, man. But yeah, either way, in case he does set something up for like 10 15 minutes from now, whatever it's going to be, then I'd like to be ready for that. So I will man, that's messed up. I guess there's people on the internet now using a phone filter to make spars on people's faces, crawling on their eyes and shit like that, get them to smack themselves. Bro, that's beyond not cool. Damn, this guy's got a hell of a gun room right here, is what it is. I'm sorry, but at that point, the way this guy's house is set up, why would you even have gun safes in that room and not just have the entire room be reinforced to be a giant gun safe? Because you're essentially what this dude is doing is he's spending. He had like it looks like 4 or 5 Liberty safes in there that had to be the top end ones. So the safes themselves costing probably $5-6 grand a piece would be my guess. So that's 1, 2, 3. 4. There's at least 4 or 5 in there. So you're talking about anywhere from like $20,000 to $30,000 for just the safes alone, dude. Like, dude, you can make a fucking safe room at that point, bro. With like a reinforced door and shit like that, and like reinforced walls and stuff. Yeah, that's just a waste of fucking money at that point for them safes, bro. So, yeah, I would definitely just have a different kind of doors than it is there. And then even just maybe have the fucking room itself hidden if that be the case then. So you just have to like, hit like a button or something like that. It's just like a like shifting thing like pops apart or something like that. And like go through a doorway is what it is. And then you go into the room itself and that's where your fucking gun safe is then. If that's the case then. It's just a giant gun vault is what it would be then. So yeah, definitely is what it is. So yeah, and of course you got that fucking piece of shit Kathy Hochul going on record and being like, "Oh, if you vote Republicans as New Yorkers, you are anti-American." And it's like, no, bitch, you're fucking anti-American when you mass murdered a bunch of people in 2020 as Lieutenant Governor of New York, and still have yet to be Travis Thomas me at this point, along with Andrew Cuomo's ass. When you guys killed a bunch of fucking old folks in old folks' homes and hospitals and blew people's lungs out with ventilators and shit like that. So it's like I was talking to Corey last night and I said, have you ever actually looked at Hochul, dude? Like, this bitch is a human rat. Like, I swear to God, dude, like somebody did some kind of witchcraft and made a literal New York rat into a human being and called it Kathy Hochul. Because her face looks like a giant fucking rat, dude, in human form. So, anyway, on that note, I'm going to go ahead and go and see what's going on with Honda and everybody. And if he's not doing a stream, then I'll just watch whatever or something probably. Apparently, he had some cock stains for Palestine. I'm not sure whose portrait this was, but they were spray painting a portrait and then taking a knife or a X-Acto knife, something like that, and slicing it up then. Yep. And that's I saw it going actually the other day. It was a Spanish television or something, I believe is what it was. They did a show on there and it was 2 of these little punk ass kids that like threw like paint or something on a Van Gogh or something like that, and somebody just watched them with a gun and blows their fucking brains out against the wall. And it's like, yeah, that's how it needs to be treated for, honestly, dude. We'd be so much better off if that was the case right now, because I guarantee like that's all it would take, dude. It would take one and done at that point, and these fucking stupid fucks would never do that shit again. That's what it is there. So unfortunately, nobody has the balls to actually do that shit, is what it is. So, and of course, you got bitches like Will Ferrell sucking Kamala's dick and apparently attacking guys named Gary, of all things. Like threatening dudes named Gary. And it's like, pretty sure Gizzard Gary is not going to have that shit, dude. So, I'll tell you what, if I was named Gary right now, I'd definitely be demanding Will Ferrell be arrested for threatening my life at that point. So, anyway. But either way, that's where we're at for the day. Like I said, the steak was good. Very, very good. I think honestly, the only way it would have been better if I'd actually had it made at like a steakhouse by somebody else. But yeah, for what it was very good. So I don't know who these 2 dudes are. It's 2 black dudes. Where they're eating food, but they're always like eating it with their bare hands. Like they're still living in like fucking Africa or something like that. And it's like, it's just nasty, bro. Plus, I'm pretty sure they're eating with their left hand, which would be their shit hand. So it's like, isn't the whole cultural thing at that point like you use the right hand only to eat because like your left hand is for where you literally take a dump and like wipe your ass with it? So yeah, like it just seems like, I don't know. It could be a reversed image though, so who knows? Might be the right hand they're using. I'm not sure. Depends. So either way, it's fucking nasty. So. Anyways, but yeah, like I said, that being said, that's where we're gonna be at for the day. The New York strip was good. I'll be trying it again probably another day or so, and then maybe next time do it with some. If I can get it tomorrow morning, actually, I'll do it with some potatoes. What it is then? Do a big potato or something on the side with it then. Maybe a side salad or something. I need to get some different dressing now because the Italian my cousin got me the other day, it was that wishbone shit. I don't know what it is with that fucking particular brand, dude. Like they put like sugar or something in their shit and it just makes it taste nasty. Like it's too sweet. Like most Italian is supposed to be at least a little bit sourish. Like not like super sour to the taste, but it's like because it's made of vinegar, obviously, is one of the main ingredients. It should be like a little bit sour taste to it, is what it is, and that just had like way too much sweetness to it, as it was then. So I have to get some other salad dressing or something if that'd be the case. So, but anyway, but yeah, on that note, I'm gonna go ahead and call it a day. So, hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'll be. Is he actually trying to run for mayor again now? Or no, that's right, because he was governor. Is that even legal for him to run for mayor now because he was governor so many times? So I don't know. Whatever. It's all a bunch of fuckery anyway, dude. So nothing will ever change until New Yorkers change their fucking ways and stop putting goddamn Democrats into power. What it is, dude. But on that note, I'm gonna go ahead and go wash this plate and grab an apple as a palate cleanser then. So anyway, but yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode, and I will see y'all on the next one. And if anybody, by the way, if anybody has any deals in the upcoming weeks for Black Friday and stuff like that, dude, for either rifle optics or has a line on gun lockers for cheaper, please let me know because I need to get both those things right now. So, but yeah, other than that, though, that's where I'm going to be at for the day. Hope you guys enjoy this episode, and I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace out. Stay safe. Always be carrying. Always make sure to up your mag carry because you never know what's going to happen. And when shit goes south, it's going to go south really quick, man. And you're never going to have time to actually be completely prepared with this then. So, better to be prepped now. And if you can, legally in your state, carry a long gun in your vehicle. I would suggest doing that right now, especially this coming Tuesday, given the fact that Tuesday is, in fact, the remember the 5th of November. So, Sky Fox Day, and given the fact you have so many Democrat governors trying to enact fuckery in the form of National Guard preparation, I think they're going to try and pull some shit, man. So, anyway, till later, though. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.